All right. What is going on, everyone? We are live. Sorry, we're going a little late just because the Unmasked show ran a little late. And John did a great job tonight with Brian. Lots of good information, lots of stuff to just, really dig your teeth into learning car audio. We're going to go into all of it, and we're going to celebrate the 100th Unmasked show on the Unmasked After Show, just because I felt like we need to do it more. We need to talk about everything with the old school Unmasked, and just where it started and where it is today, and it's crazy, man. And if it wasn't for that show, I wouldn't be doing this stuff here today. So instead of the normal intro, we're going to throw up the very beginning, first Unmasked. We're not going to play all 5 hours, but we're going to have fun. And we're just going to get to that. So I'll see you guys in a second.
From Stillwater, Oklahoma, the middle of America, the heartland, if you want to call it that. You know, Dave, what are we doing here? What have we been up to the last few days?
You know, Kip, Kicker UnMasked 2020. It's been crazy. I tell you what, we've reached our reps and dealers from not only around the U.S., but 50 countries internationally.
Around the whole
world, Kip.
You know, the reason we've done this, a lot of you may know, Kicker has been a brand, we've been around since 1973, and normally this time of year, Dave, you and me and a bunch of other knuckleheads, we'd be packing up suitcases to get in those pressurized tubes and fly to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we'd be sending out assets, the XRV and everything else to attend the SEMA show. And all of you out there into high performance, I don't need to tell you what show that is. That's where you can see everything from bike parts to car parts to truck parts and all the cool new stuff for anything related to something that's on wheels.
And Kip, we also gamble a little bit.
Well, lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7, that's it.
But you know, with things they are the way this year, SEMA's been canceled, and so we put our heads together, we came up with this show, and we decided that we were not only going to take the message about the new products for 2021 to our reps and our dealers, like we normally would at a SEMA show, but we made the call that for the first time in not only our history, but I think the history of any manufacturer in the 12-volt industry, we're taking the exact same message, product info and everything, straight to you guys who would normally never get to see it until later on in the year. So this is literally a first. We're making history here, Dave.
Industry. You're right. We are, Kip.
We are. So we want you to stay tuned. We promise you it's a little bit longer show than maybe you're used to watching, but we are going to cover 10 stations. We're going to talk about 10 unique products that are getting added to the Kicker line next year, and we've got prize giveaways. So to let you know, we're making it worth your while to stay tuned. After every single station, you're going to be given a link to enter some of those cool products that we're showing. Now, the cool part about this is these are literally products that aren't available yet. So if you win,
you gotta wait.
You gotta wait till we get them in, because these are all new products for next year. And then if you keep track, we're going to give you we call it a power word. And at the end of the show, if you have all 10 power words, you can enter the grand prize drawing for something that is, well, it's
pretty nice, Kip.
Let's just call it nice.
So get a pencil and paper and keep track.
That's mighty nice, Clark. So, you know, this is obviously another opportunity for Dave and I to make another blooper reel. So you've seen some of those out there. Those weren't pandered to the camera. That was actually a script. Dave and I were trying to get something right. And what Dave and I have decided, we don't work from scripts anymore. We just shoot it from the hip. So with that said, Dave, you know, we know why we're here. We know it's going to go on. It's a first time event ever. It's going to be worth your while to stay tuned. But someone had to start this whole thing to get us here.
You know, Kip, I'm going to sum it up real quick. That somebody is the guy that signs our checks.
And he carries around a Pez dispenser, can issue pink slips in a heartbeat.
Yes.
I'm looking for mine tomorrow. Who is it, Dave?
Mr. Steve Irby.
Let's bring Steve on board. Steve, if you come on the camera with us here, please. Mr. Irby.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Fist bump, handshake, whatever works for you. And, you know, we'd love to talk.
Get away from
you. You know, you own the company, so you can do just about anything you like, right?
Don't do it.
Well, I just feel a little bit awkward today.
Well, we did send out an email. I know sometimes we have internal corporate email problems, but there was it's called Kicker UnMasked Live.
Take the mask off.
It's Unmasked Live.
There we go. Yes, now you can breathe.
I'm good.
Now, for all those out there, you know, obviously our reps and dealers know this gentleman who's been doing business with him for over 40 years, but a lot of you may or may not have ever met Mr. Steve Irby. I know, shout out to Andy McGill knows who Mr. Steve Irby is, but Steve...
We know Andy.
Yeah, we all know Andy. But this, you know, Steve, all of us who have experienced you, have spent time with you, we know you're a musician. We know your passion is music. We know your passion is performance. We know that you started Stillwater Designs and Audio as a small pro sound shop down on Main Street. But question we want to ask you while we got you, and thanks for giving us time tonight, sincerely.
My pleasure.
Where did the name Kicker come from? I mean, as we know, Stillwater Designs and Audio kind of hides in the background on all of our legal forms and stuff. It's on our checks, but who's Kicker and why?
Well, kind of started the first Kip. Stillwater Designs actually was a name that my roommate and I that started the company, 1973, came up with. And we were drinking coffee and trying to think of names for, the company. And we go, Stillwater Designs, we live in Stillwater. And we want to build speakers. But, just in case that doesn't work out, Stillwater Designs could be, we could make, tubas or something like that.
Sure.
So that's where that name came from. But that was our name up until about 1980. And I had a buddy of mine call me up and said he'd started a music store in Canton, Oklahoma. And there were guys driving pickup trucks, working in the oil field. They had a lot of money, but they couldn't get any bass in a single cab pickup, and that's pretty much what they had in 1980. So he sent me the dimensions of the space behind the seat in the pickup truck, and that's all I've been doing for 7 years was reading about speakers, designing speakers, sold one every once in a while, living on my wife's salary, so school teacher salary. So anyway, I built a subwoofer that went behind the seat in a pickup truck and decided to put some mid-high frequency horns on top just to make it full range. Just plug a couple of wires in and you're ready to go. Sent it over to him and he called me back a couple of days later and he said, these guys love this product. And he said, you know what they call it? I go, no. What do they call it? He goes, well, they call this thing the ass kicker. And I was like, really? Well, I'd listened to it before I sent it over. I checked it out. And it kicked your butt. It did. So.
Well, on that note,
after
that original Unmasked show was the bomb. Yes, Bubba, it was 5 hours long. Sorry, just messing with my sound and adjustments here. Man, that was the original, and we can talk about anything from A to Z, with that, but man, it was an amazing show. Like, I literally got the popcorn ready, and we knew it was going to be a 4-hour broadcast, and this thing turned into 5+ hours. It was insane, and they were giving things away every station. There was 10 stations, and of course, the L7X was the very end, and I know it took forever, and it's still not here today. But it is almost here, and we are there, and we did not see the things that were happening then as how bad they were going to happen. And it's a shame, but here we are now, and products are starting to pop off the shelves. The ST series, the gold letters are here, Solo X and Warhorse, and yes, we just got clarification that the Warhorse will be here Q3, which makes sense from what I know. But hey, I thought everything would be released together. Maybe they might smush everything up so it is released together. I don't know, and I'm sure, they're still figuring things out too, because just how it is. Appreciate you guys tuning in so much, man. Ashy, what is going on? Thank you for tuning in. And yes, now he wants the popcorn. Yeah, that we got a giant popcorn machine. You always need it, man. It's better than microwave. I'm telling you. Jeff Wallace, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys that are here tonight. I seen Ernie message me. What's going on, Ernie? What is up, fellas? I'm making the drive, trying to watch in the background. Keep your eyes on the road, Ernie. Love you, man. You did great tonight. And I seen that picture of your switchboard, man. You got a lot. You got more switches than my ATM Mini here, man. That's some crazy stuff you got going on. Appreciate you hanging out and tuning in. Congratulations on 100 episodes, Ernie. I mean, come on, 100 episodes of the Unmasked show. And the only reason I passed them up is just because, well, I do stream twice a week now. But they had to, kick back every other week. And then, boom, Kicking It With Andy was born. And you know what? It's been a challenge and a ride. And it's been amazing along the way, man. And it's just crazy that we're here today. And I don't know, I just wanted to go more back on, of Unmasked. It's 100 episodes, man. The show is great, awesome content about everything, but it's just, I wanted to talk about everything from A to Z, of just the guests that they had on and everything else, and just a lot of stuff, because that's just how it is. I like to reminisce. I'm a person that likes to reminisce. We got Elon Musk up in here. What is going on? Art, thank you for tuning in. Baba, has pricing for the Warhorse been announced? No, not yet. I mean, honestly, even the L7X price hasn't even been officially released. That was just due to a third-party retailer that got pricing and then decided to do a pre-order, and then we saw some pricing that really we weren't supposed to see. But either way, so we got those prices, and I'm sure once the Warhorse is the same status as the L7Xs were, and when they get their price sheet, will that happen again? I don't know. If you stubbed your toe once, usually you're looking around the next time for that corner cabinet. I don't know if they're going to do that again, but hey, I don't know. I don't know, because I noticed that they pulled it down, a day after we made the video of the L7X being on pre-order. It's gone now. So I don't know. Did they just run out of stock, or did they say, hey, well, this got a lot of attention. We don't got no drivers. People want to buy these things. Ashy, you know what? I've been waiting because I don't want to add more water to it, because I actually have to add a brace onto my small little desk for my computer. It has to be a certain size. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a baffle to it. So it evenly distributes the weight. The computer's pretty heavy. It's actually almost as heavy as the fish tank. And I have to paint something. As soon as that's done, then I'm going to do a water change and add some water to it. I know it. And you know what? Being in a room like this with the temperature usually colder, it's just evaporation. Usually it's the hotter, but even with the cold too, I keep it nice and cold in here. But goldfish are great for that. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Got a lot to talk about. I got a lot to do after the show, so I don't know if I'm going to go a whole half an hour. We'll see. If we're jiving, we're having a good time, sure. I want to actually go outside in the garage, and I actually have the Pilot that I want to finish working on. I have the two CX-1800s, and they're the brand new, well, not brand new, but they're the 46 series, the newer ones. I have the 2 ohms right in there now. I want the 1 ohms in there, so once I have those in there, I can wire the quad box down to half ohm and get louder. I don't want to wait. So, hey, you know what? Basshead stuff, man. This is why we do what we do. Ernie says, no, Blake, we have no idea what we're doing, but we're 100% better than the rest of the guys doing it since they're doing nothing. You know what? And you couldn't say it any better, Ernie. I don't want to, we've had our conversation, so, I watch what I say. But right, man, you guys have really came out the gate with, a company in car audio with these live shows. It is unprecedented. I mean, now, yeah, there's live shows everywhere you look, but even still now, the car audio shows, there's a few out there, but nothing really competes, man. And you guys struck the iron when it was hot, and here you are today, man. Voice is cracking, turning 21 tomorrow. Man, you guys really did great, and I honestly would never have thought of live cast, broadcast, live shows if it wasn't for the Unmasked show. And here we are, man, and I can't thank you guys enough. And I know you've always been the guy behind the switches. And I didn't really know of you until maybe, recently after, obviously. But, not like the other guys. And it's just great that we have these communications with each other and what we are today, man. It's crazy. It really is. Let's see. Andy, post the pic for Kicker. What is the pic, Deviant? Facebook user. I know I've seen a few people on Kicker Club here. Yeah, I actually got it. Well, you know what? I don't have the screen monitoring on here. I do. But it's pretty fancy, like boom, bada bang. There I am on this. This is how I watch Kicker Club, literally on my phone. Just because StreamYard is a pain in the butt, man. But just so I can see your guys' comments, it's there. But Basewood Kev, thank you for tuning in. I seen Garrick, it was here. Much love, respect, appreciation for you. Thank you, Garrick. Love you too, man. Glenn McPherson, good to see you. Good to see you too, man. I know, and we all miss Kip. Love you, Kip. Let's see, Troy is watching. Appreciate you tuning in, Troy. I know you're watching. About time you start commenting. There you go. That's how you do it. Let's see. There was a comment here. It says, do they still make Kicker comps? But I don't see it on here. Mom's watching. Love you, Mom. Casey, thank you for tuning in. Okay, man, I don't know who that's from. Oh, that's Garrick. do they still make kicker comps? Like, what do you mean kicker comps? There's the ones that they do sell at Walmart. Those are the kicker comps, the entry level. I mean, these are the kicker comp golds, which I do have to show you guys today. In case you missed the video, which I know the people watching definitely didn't miss the video, but I do have them sitting right here beside me. I do have the other 12 over there. It's still in the enclosure and one's still in a box, and I'm like, 10 and a 15 is plenty. So if you guys got any questions about these, I'd be more than happy to talk about it or just whatever. If you had any questions on the videos, we had a lot of comments of, mostly good, and then it's the internet. You're gonna have a few of the, oh man, it's blah blah blah, and it turned out good, and there was one person that was saying about breaking in, and I was always the person whenever someone would say, oh, you need to break in your sub, and it's like, yes, but not with Kicker so much compared to the others. And you don't need to sit there and break it in for 20 hours on 40 hertz and just letting it sit, letting it rip and whatever. Just play it normally, and it's going to break in naturally, and the differences between of the performance of it broken in versus not broken in aren't going to be astronomical, but it can help with cooling performances just because the suspension is a tad looser. Things are moving more freely. Everything's settling in. It's physics, man. So you do want to, break in your sub a little bit. Just don't go full tilt boogie as soon as you buy it. But for you guys, again, I'm going to do full tilt boogie in the beginning. Plus, that's how you break it in anyway, right? Tanks are heavy. I know it's like 8 pounds a gallon. It's just a little bit too much. I actually have something underneath there for now. It works, but I have a nice piece of wood that I cut out, and I just got to paint it, and you'll never even know it's there. But as soon as that's done. Chris Miller, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. You know what I found out? I can actually click a comment, and then I can hit the space bar to go back. So that kind of helps whenever I'm like over here on the switcher and I'm doing like fancy stuff. I don't know. I was just looking some stuff up on StreamYard. Some, top 5 tips and hacks. They got me. Deviant with the first super chat. He said, listen here. Post a pic I sent you in Discord. 100 episodes. Okay. You got to be fluent with it. When you say pictures, there's a lot of pictures. We got candy, we got couches, we got lots of different things here. Are you talking about the one from Kibo? No. I love you, Deviant. You're gonna need a bigger super chat than that for that one. Appreciate you so much, man. Drusco, whoop whoop, 100th, how's it going? Glad to be here. 100th for the Unmasked show. It's crazy, dude. I've only been on the Unmasked show, 3 times, 2 times, via internet, 1 time down there. Actually, that was great. That was amazing. God. But right, man, 100 episodes for them. Congratulations, man. It's crazy. Staying steady. We got SJC up in here. Yo. Sup, crew. Thank you for tuning in. I hear Oakley screaming in the background. Love you, Mr. O. Thank you, Ernie. Love you, buddy. SJC, man. Computer's running good. It turns out a lot of it's my internet. What is going on? Someone locked in there? Brayson's room is right next to mine, so, yeah. And there's like a door, but there's not. Kibo with a $9.99, $10 super chat. Hit the like button. Coming from Koslik. I know. Where is Dave? I hope Dave's okay. Thank you, Kibo. Appreciate you, man. Someone's got to be on it. Absolutely, guys. Smash the like. I know with the Kicker one, there wasn't that many likes, and there was a lot of people being nebby. You got to smash the like, man. Kicker does all this stuff for you, man. It's not that hard. Just smash the like, and same thing for here, man. Appreciate you guys. This channel is really taking off. I think I might start putting out a little bit more content, but I'm not going to be doing that every week thing like you're supposed to as a YouTuber. I do that I'm a streamer. But I kind of found a niche of just, how to make YouTube videos. And that's why I like doing the lives, because they don't have to be, cut, right, here's your gravy and mashed potatoes, and then here's your dessert, but I'm going to, tease you to the end. That's a YouTube video. A live stream is more just genuine one-on-one, and I like that more, just so I can ramble on more about crap. 25, thank you for tuning in, making it rain. Yes, it is starting to rain. Yeah, with the popping in the mic, I actually did a little bit of research myself. I don't want to get too much off topic, but, prioritizing the things that are on my router, and I just actually fixed that today, where I went into it and actually adjusted things. It actually had my TV downstairs as the highest priority, and this was second. And Bryson's down there streaming, who knows what, when I'm live and just whatever, life. And sucking a little bit of the upload away, which even though when you download, you upload. So just, I'm going to see how this audio sounds. And I know it's not the computer with this side. Now, the SPL lab with doing the streaming, and over there with the amp dyno, I'm thinking that the camera's over there. But with the amp dyno over there, that was just, with the COM ports. And I'm going to do okay without doing that with the ATM Mini. I'm always trying to do something a little extra. But that's the fun in it all. Push it to the limit. If not, no venture gained, no venture earned. Robbie Craven, thank you for tuning in. What box design do you recommend? 2 L715s and an SUV for most output. Well, if you want me to be general, 2 L715s, an L715 max spec. I mean, honestly, they do well in a 6-cube box. I've tried it. And on an 8-inch port, but that's each one. So, if you're going to run them and get most output in 5 to 6 cubes, depending your power, in a lot of port area, but then, not too much. Because if you go crazy with it, it's just going to be a big box and a big port, and it's going to take a lot of power and be really inefficient. There are pros and cons of just, how big the box is relative to the port, and how big that port is kind of going to tell you, how efficient everything is. And if the port is too big, there's just not much pressure, so there's not much efficiency in just how that works, and it's science. So you don't want to get into it too much, but I feel like maybe 100 square inches of port area and 10 to 12 cubes will do you fine. And in an SUV, you're going to be able to get that all day. And it's going to sound really good, be really loud, and you'll be good, man. Appreciate you tuning in. I don't know if you're new to the channel watching, but I know we're going to have a few coming here just because we had a lot of people with that video that I just posted. DIY audio guy, is it Tuesday? That's the only reason I know the days of the week. It's like, am I going live today or tomorrow? It's the only way I know. Thank you for tuning in, Justin. Appreciate that you're here. We got a super chat from Bubba. Who else? Will this work? Andy, post a pic. Smash the thumbs up to show your support. I mean, you're really holding me by the hand here now. I just don't make me do it, Bubba. Don't make me. Don't make me. Oh, this one. I thought it was Kibo's. I didn't know you direct messaged me. In my Discord, if you're not on my Discord, check it out, because I made a separate section just for you guys to send photos to. That's why I thought it was that one. I'm like, are you kidding me? I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. It's deviant, would you expect less? But I made a separate channel there just for you guys to drop your photos, that if you want me to show on a live, and then just be like, hey, I got a photo on there, can you show it? If it's something I'm talking about, or if it's a Friday, I mean, there is no topic on Friday. I love things to talk about and get to see your stuff. But yes, let's throw this up here. Of course, you know what? I need to save this. I need to save that just so that I can blow it up a little bit bigger. And, it's just iPhone problems. Let me pull down Bubba. Thank you, Bubba. Making it happen. If it wasn't for Bubba. Congratulations, Kicker. 100 episodes. Look at that. P.S. Thanks for the beardy-sized gold letters. Dude, that is amazing. That is... I feel bad for not throwing that up earlier. That is awesome. I'm in the way here. You don't need to see me. That is awesome. Ernie, pull over to the side of the road, stop what you're doing, but do it safely. Look at this picture. This is great. This is great. Deviant, Beardy, and these guys go hand in hand. They've been around since day one. Beardy and Kicker UnMasked, man. They really have. They made that koozie, that Kicker koozie shirt for Beardy. What was that? Maybe 3 months in? And I love the speaker box. That is awesome. Thanks for the Beardy size gold letter subs. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome. I don't know any other company in general, not even just car audio, but in general, that has the relationship and just what they do for their customers and their, their public persona and just everything. But down to, the way that they tie their shoes and their building looks and, the museum and just their products and how they go into thorough with just everything, spare no expense, and everything that they do that they don't need to do. They really don't. They make a great product, who needs a great warranty, but they do that, and it's just crazy that it's the little things, man, and you can't forget that. Can't forget that. Gotta do the dub. Got this. Thank you, Ashy. Bubba making the storm come. I know. He smelt the rain. You know what I mean? You can smell the rain. I can smell the rain. Charlie Hegstrom, thank you for tuning in again, man. Appreciate you guys. I try to remember, there's a lot of people in my life. I try to remember who tunes in and who doesn't. Max Speed. This is somebody new, I think. Why doesn't Justin super chat? Doesn't he make revenues from suggesting products to his viewers? You know what? Justin doesn't need a super chat. That's the thing. Like, YouTuber to YouTuber, it's kind of weird. But like, I started later than anybody else doing the YouTube stuff. And if I'm super chatting out of respect, when I do, just because, I feel honored to you guys just throw money for a comment. Like, if you would have told me that 10 years ago, I'd have been like, what are you talking about? Like, that makes no sense. So, if someone doesn't super chat, it's totally fine, man. The community really makes this happen, and not just one individual person. And you know what? DIY audio guy, he's cutthroat, and his videos are, you don't want to ever copy anybody's work, but you look at it and be like, wow, maybe I should do a little bit of that in my next video. Maybe I should do a little bit of that with my front yard when you're looking at your neighbor's freshly cut yard. And it's just like, you look up to these people in certain ways, and you can't disrespect them for nothing, man. And Justin's one of those good guys. He does great content, man. And that's the thing. To be a popular YouTuber, you have to put out the content that probably, no offense, that I probably wouldn't always watch all the time, because I'm not trying to learn something. That's the audience that really get engaged quickly and at the masses, because people are always trying to learn something. And it all depends what level you're at. You might watch a certain YouTuber for a while, and then you're like, I moved on, I'm going here. And it all depends what kind of YouTuber they are. Are they trying to teach you beginner tips, or are they trying to teach you calculus? And it all depends. And everyone's got their niche, man. They really do. That's why I just do the Kicker stuff, and I just talk about car audio and try to keep it, simple. And I know a lot of guys that might, walk in here and they'll be like, oh, these are just blah, blah, blah. This is just a show. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. And I don't, I don't. I'm learning just like everybody. But, I want to keep it simple, too, for the people that are coming in and be able to get their questions answered, man. CM Base Enclosures, thank you for tuning in. I heard that he actually built a enclosure for the gold letters already, man. That is crazy. Awesome stuff. Oh, you know what? I can't pass this up. Ernie says that's awesome. He saw it. Yes. Thanks for stopping, Ernie. Had to show you guys, man. Deviant, you should have just told me. Be like, it's a Beardy pic. Like, give me an idea. You can't be like, just, hey, check out that pic. That's like, your girlfriend sends you a picture and you're at work. Come on, man. Like, what kind of picture are you sending me here? I can't. Ashy, that's the sickest Kicker pic worthy of a magazine spot. Man, if magazines were still a thing, I'm sure it would make it. I wish they still were, but it's like, you can't relive the past entirely. But you know what? With these gold letters, like, no joke, guys. Okay, this is 400 RMS, and the 12 is 500, and the 15 is 800 RMS. And I originally was saying with these, I'm like, man, you know, these are going to take a lot more power than the old ones, but they're going to be efficient. It's going to be gold letter, you know, and with newer technology, I think these might actually kick butt in the lanes. Okay, hear me out. I know efficiency at 1 watt, 1 meter, it means really nothing. These things are loud on nothing. Like the old ones. Like a driver that is a home audio driver from the 90s, which is what the 87 original separates, the F and the C were. Real light drivers and efficient and loud and whatever, you know, technology they had then in the, you know. If you would put these kind of subs into, you know, a competitor box where you're going in the lanes, you're trying to be loud as you can on a certain amount of power, like any competition is. You're going to kick some butt. Plain and simple, you know, put it up against an L7. Okay, the L7's got more cone area, but man, it's not going to be as efficient. It's a heavier woofer. It's just gonna need to have more power to move and make just how physics and subwoofers work and speakers work. These are gonna kick butt, man. You know, I always thought the Kicker Comp was a sleeper, especially in the competitive scene on low power applications. Like, come at me, man. This speaker weighs nothing. Like, I can do a 40 on 200 watts. Come at me, and not even think about it. But this, I think this is even in that second tier. You throw 2 12s in your hatchback, in your trunk, and you go into a trunk 1 class, and you put, you know, you can clamp 1500 on a burp to these guys, a pair. And you're probably going to do like a 47, 49, like, and maybe even louder, depending how you design it. They're going to be really efficient and also good for competition, man. I'm just telling you guys. Let me see where I missed out here. I'm really far behind. David, $20 super chat. He was just taking a nap. It's okay, Dave. We love you, man. Yo, sup? Do not forget to hit the like. And just in case Kibo had you on that one a little early, man, he was covering for you just in case. We know. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for tuning in, Dave. Love you, man. Hope you and your family are just doing great, man. You know, we tell Fuego I said hello. We miss him too, man. Yeah, I believe Art runs Twitter. Yes. Let me see where I'm at going down here. Yes, Acoustical Arts has 3,000 accounts. Yes. But with all 3,000, only one is banned, so that's okay. You know, so he still comes to the show, and I appreciate him for coming here. Ernie said, gotta get my eyes back on the road. I was at a stoplight. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Ernie, thank you so much for everything you do, running the Unmasked show from day one. I know you were the fire behind the wheels, man, and appreciate you, dude. Really do. Get home safe. Let me see here. Where are we at? Oh, yeah. I threw this over here since we have this, you know, new dedicated camera spot. I got this old Solo Barrack. I think that's like a 96, 95. It's like it's the OG Solo Barrack, you know, one of them. And yeah, it works. I got it for free. It's a 15. It's got a little bit of spider sag. What, you know, 20 plus year old woofer wouldn't. But I was like, you know what? It's sitting there just doing nothing. I'm gonna prop that up a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom for you guys, man. And I cannot wait for Derek's video of the gold letter, because I don't have one, you know, and I hate comparing drivers to begin with, but, you know, to have an old one to compare it with, the video might have went a little differently. But I'm like, what am I good at? I like talking about stuff, and I like doing power tests. You know, I wanted to do an SPL with it, but I'm like, in a room, really? You know, come on, Andy. We're going to throw that in the car and see what it does in that box. So stay tuned for that. Just because I'm telling you guys, this thing's going to do good. And it's going to be able to take a little bit more power than that W3 JL that was in there. And that one took about 500 watts and did like a 41 and a half. I'll compare. But, you know, we'll see. What's going on, Scott? Thank you for tuning in. Man, you missed it. Unmasked had their 100th episode tonight, man. Thanks for tuning in here, though. I know I wanted to go more over everything else with the Unmasked too. There was a few things. Another account. Thank you for tuning in. Again. Wanted to catch the show. Always working. You're working too much, Scott. You're working too much. We got audio squared. Thank you for... Oh, there goes the hiccups. For tuning in. Full Tilt Boogie. If it wasn't for the Unmasked show, there would be no Full Tilt Boogie. There just wouldn't be. Oh, man. Let's see. Where am I at? Kicker Solo X. Nice. Solo. Nice. Yes, that's a 15 right there. That is a 15. Why didn't that switch nice? I hit that too fast. It's a 15 here. I'll see if I can do this without going crazy. Oh, you know what? Let's see here. She's a 15, old school. Everything's there, no problems. That's what I'm saying, for free, man. I was like, what? You're crazy. Single coil, nothing fancy, but it's OG and it's in good shape, man. It's in good shape, and that's all that matters, man. Will I ever use it? Probably not. Come on. That's the hardest thing about that. The square ones are a lot easier to sit down somewhere just because they're square. The round ones like to keep rolling. Oh man, we got 40 people up in here tonight. It's awesome, man. These shows are slowly growing and it's cool, man. It really is. It makes it all worth it. Not that it doesn't already, but just, you know, to see the numbers. I'm a numbers guy. Let's see here. Just wanted to see if there was anything that I missed. Yes, Baba, that's the one I thought you guys were asking for. I was like, yeah, that's going to cost more than $2. Come on, Deviant. SJC. I say 136 dB on the 12 Kicker Gold and 138 dB on the 15. Man, SJC, a 136 on a 12 is probably in a sealed enclosure or a bad ported one. You know, and not that much power, maybe 200, 300 watts. And, you know, you would be surprised how loud you can get on a single 12. It's a little bit higher threshold, and then obviously once you start going even higher than that, you know, your window of playability is near to nothing, and it's just, then it's coming down to power, and then honestly, you're looking more at like a 6-order orientation. If you know Ronnie Smith, the sniper box, it kind of works like that. Where it's just you're creating pressure inside of a bandpass to help the woofer not move in a sense. If you ever have a dyno or any kind of SPL lab, you know, just play a test tone and push on this up. The power drops. Why? Sub's not moving as much. And there's a lot of factors that go with that, but that's kind of like what loading does too. It helps keep the woofer from moving, and then yet you're not moving as much, yet you're creating more bass, and there's a lot of things behind that because of how everything else works. Physics, I have no clue. But, you know, then it gets to that point like, oh yeah, I could do a 50 on a single 12. Yeah, but there's because of this, because of this, because of that. And then you can get into, you know, 8th orders and, you know, just giant accordion, like 3rd order horn taped loaded enclosures, whatever. And they're just massive. Or T-line. You know, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's a 12, but it takes up 6 cubes, you know, and it's like, you could have just put whatever. And it just comes down to efficiency, bandwidth, and what you're trying to get. But a 136 dB is not that hard to get, man. And a 15, man, 15 range, you should be doing 138 minimum. You know, if you're not doing 38 on 15, it's like an SQ setup, real small sealed box, and not that much power. But, you know, it depends vehicle. You know, you put that 15 in a 20-foot, you know, minivan. Yeah, it probably might only do a 38 because the wave has to extend so far, you know, and it's all by itself in this little itty bitty box in the back. And I'm not talking like minivan, I'm talking like minibus, like huge, huge. Because then, you know, you can even be really loud in a long vehicle at lower notes because of how the wave extends. But then there's the, you know, diminishing returns because the vehicle's longer, yielding a longer, you know, resonant frequency, but then you're going to have more cancellations and just, you know, a further distance to go. And, you know, with everything in car audio, everything in life, there's diminishing returns to whatever you're putting in, and just, you know, the laws of physics. But, right, man, you know, I don't know. I don't know. A 12, a 136 is not bad. Don't get me wrong. You know, you do that in lane, you get a 136 on a 12, do not feel bad. I'm telling you, it's not the worst. It's not. Coslick missed the beardy pick. Toss it up for a second. You know what? Just because, yes, I have to. Face ID, yes. Is this still working? Nope, not working. Yeah, how this works is just screen sharing, but it's just an HDMI little dingy ding 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 thing. Check it out, Dave. Beardy with some gold letters. It's crazy. It's awesome, man. You know what, Deviant? I need that speaker box. I need to dyno it. Use it as an amp tester. Appreciate you guys. Oh, man. Jason Stokes said I screenshot in the first picture. You know what? You got to get on the Discord, man. We got 3 Discords. Just pick one. We'll get you that photo in HD. You need that. Let me go over here, actually, to the Unmasked video, because I know there was more stuff I wanted to talk about with what they did. Bear with me here. Okay, we've seen a lot of these videos. Sorry. There was just, man. I know a lot of these videos here, we've seen it for a long time, was in the 15-minute intro, like all their commercials and stuff. They wound up just putting them all together. I do miss the 15-minute intros. I'm not going to lie, Ernie. I do miss those, and, you know, you guys got a little 2-minute intro, and it works. You know, honestly, you don't need 15 minutes. People kind of get deterred or seeing the same thing every week. I liked it, you know, to just hang out, talk, and conversations and stuff. But honestly, I do miss it. I gotta throw this up here just because. John, we love you. Need some audio here. Oh, that's for that. Hold on. It's gonna play.
Sound. So once you get your woofer, your box, you get it all in the vehicle.
John, he forgot to wear his hat to work today.
We highly recommend one of these.
We love you, John.
Speaker grills. Now, these speaker grills are going to protect your speakers.
But yeah,
you don't want anything hitting the
they
car.
released so many products on this, man. You know, with the power sports, the marine amps, just everything, A to Z, the Comp R, the, man, I'm trying to think what else other than the L7X. That one kind of drew my attention. Just so much stuff, man. So much stuff. Oh yeah, the downfiring enclosure with the Kicker Comp. That's a sleeper. If you have a pickup truck, get one of those. This is the CVT. For some reason, nobody likes this CVT. I don't know. I feel like Dean just has total influence on that. Otherwise, I don't know. I didn't have one personally. Oh man, we cannot skip this. Kayla's gonna kill me. Oh, it's not the Kayla girl, because there's actually, her name's Kayla, the one that does a bench press off of the amphitheaters. Well, okay, then they have two models then, because there's a blonde one. I thought that was the one. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta gotta do that one. Here's the one. Well, this is
pull piece and then spring loaded.
that's
push
comp
terminals.
C.
So we didn't cheap out on the push terminals. You're going to have
Okay, comp C. Did they really do the comp C? No, because they.
itself is protected
Yeah.
from anything that you might have rolling
This is
around
the
back
down
there.
firing
So
with the comp.
Tools,
Right.
basketball, tennis shoes.
Right. A lot of infomercials in between there, which we all seen every day before the Unmasked show. And they did that up until recently, man. Oh, here's the big reveal here. The L7X.
Here. And yes, it is about double the weight.
And then you got
So now
Rob,
you got a kidney
you got
warrior.
Rob, Derek,
So, we start
Exo,
talking about,
Dean,
woofers,
Fernando,
what kicker
Travis,
means,
Steve
and
Barber. You got them
excitement,
all
and, the
sitting there.
input from our
It was
consumers,
great.
you
It was
know,
great.
competitors
You
out
know,
there.
if I would have known ahead of time a little bit more,
You've been waiting for it. Enough
I,
torture.
but I
Here it
wasn't
is.
a YouTuber.
This is the new L7X
I wasn't.
competition woofer. This thing is incredible. We have been working
Hey,
on this woofer for years.
This is how you live and you
In
learn,
fact,
man. You
we're
know,
not
trust
done
me.
yet.
I
This
cringed
may not
some of
be
my older
exactly
videos.
what
I'm
you
like,
get.
man, that
What's
just,
really exciting about
does not look
tonight
good.
and what we're doing here is
I
we're
love
taking the
Exo's face there, man.
opportunity
He
with
is
this
like,
whole
would you just
live
look at that?
presentation to show
He's
you
looking at
something
it.
We're still working on. We're going to make sure this
Look at him, he
woofer
has to
is
get real-
absolutely the best it can be before you get it. It's already leaps and bounds over anything we've ever
Yeah,
done.
25, definitely,
And obviously
definitely.
leaps and bounds over, you know, what we think our competitors are doing. This woofer is phenomenal.
course.
But here again, it may be a
course.
little different once you actually get it, and you know, a little bit towards the middle to end of the next year. So this
Oh,
woofer
geez.
follows a few of the traits that we had with the Solo X woofer. This woofer does come apart.
This is cool,
It
though,
field
because they haven't done this in a
serviceable.
while.
We've made some notable
I
improvements.
think on the
Obviously,
original
this
they did
larger
show
surround. This
how you
thing
take it
has
apart and then
almost
also
50%
line it up.
more travel
I
or
believe they
excursions than
did.
the last Solo X woofer. Power.
Trying to see
Same
here.
thing you get when you're in SPL. You get your thinking cap back. Not actually.
I can't.
These are actually
Yeah, here we
part of the
go.
rebuild
This is
kit.
it.
These are essential to make
This is
sure
it.
this speaker is rebuilt precisely.
I wish I
and
could turn him up a
exactly
little
the way
bit.
it
He
should
sounds
be.
quiet on my
So
end. I don't
these will
know.
insert
It's up
into
all the
these
way, though.
forced air cooling vents, give you the proper space between the voice coil and the center pole piece and the top plate to ensure this speaker works perfectly every time. Now, the motor on this speaker is extremely large, it's extremely powerful, and it is designed to set records. And like I say, you know, hats off to our competition, the other guys out there. You know, we couldn't do a product like this without you guys, you know, generating the excitement and the buzz. So we like competition in this industry. It just makes us stronger, it makes everyone else stronger, which gives the consumers a better product in the end. So
I don't think
you
the
know,
lighting was that
encourage,
bad.
you know,
I
other
could see it's a little bit
manufacturers
darker
to try
there.
to do something
Let me
like
see.
this, 'cause we're just gonna come
Yeah, a
back
little
and soften
darker.
it again later.
A little darker.
This thing's a lot of fun. So Aaron,
I know
that we've
low
been
lighting
talking
makes
about
it
this
look
quite a bit. I'm
grainier,
sure those
but you guys were
switchboards
streaming
are
at
lined up
720
back
anyway,
there to
so
get
that
their
there's that.
So there are some folks in the audience that don't know why Square technology. Why Square, John?
Why Square?
Right. Well, first of all, let's back up to the 70s and 80s. My time. You know,
I know, man.
Long time
Exo
ago.
be
Yes,
looking
I was
crazy.
doing
He's like,
retail
what
in the
is
80s.
that?
We did not invent the
That's
square
Exo,
speaker.
man.
I mean, square
That's
speakers
Exo.
have been around since the 60s and 70s.
Ooh.
They were a flat honeycomb disc. They were a woofer. What Kicker did, what Steve and the guys in R&D pioneered and perfected, is the dedicated deep dish square subwoofer.
Come on,
That's
Double
where we
E.
perfected this technology, and the whole reason behind
I thought he
square
was gonna
speakers is
show
surface area. Just remember this.
How they put it
We
in
talked
there.
about
Maybe
this,
they
that
didn't.
You don't have the spaces in between.
They just talked about it. They didn't do it. But either way, man, like look how long this. That it was supposed to be 4 hours, and then they
You are
just
the
did a
grand
bunch of
prize
Q&A
winner. So
afterwards.
That is what we're drawing for. So we're going to take
Which was
a
awesome.
very
It was
short
awesome to
2-minute
have
break
all
here
these
so you
guys
can all
together,
go out
man.
and
I
enter
mean-
the grand prize drawing, and when we get back,
We need
we're
to
going
do something
be
like that
with
again.
The rock stars, the icons of 12 volt to talk about this show.
Icons of
have them
12
ask
volt
questions.
stereo. Well said, Kip. Well said.
Domicile. So
Here's
then
Roger.
but then I met Mr. Irby. I met him. You know, he had his band Moses, and he was playing at a little place called the Mount Sinai Tavern out here west of town, and that's when we first met. And boy, ever since then, I got to know real well.
25 was there.
in my '73 International Harvester truck.
Yes, sir.
She's a real beaut.
Exo's
And
always
so,
jittery.
I tell you,
Always.
Boy, the missus and I go out and cruise the pasture on a Saturday night. Oh, we crank up that gangster rap. Fooled you, didn't I? and boy, that good old kicker base just hits her little skinny backside.
I
through the
can't.
seat and just.
Oh, here's Exo's explanation here, I think.
You're not doing your thing, bro.
All right. For me, actually, that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, his audio was way off.
All right,
That's
guys,
right.
it's been real. I had a great time. I'll see you on the next one.
No.
Should I stop talking?
This was great.
Hold on a
This
second.
was great. Hold on. I need to go back.
We're to blame for all this. We joined
Yeah, I
in.
would say.
Oh, it's so hard to get anywhere.
Who'd like to go up on the screen next?
EXO, go.
Here we go.
Who said that?
You, go. Ask your questions, man.
Okay. Okay, I did have a question.
There he is.
It's kind of.
There's
I
EXO
hope this isn't like a
for you.
touchy subject, but I've
One
been
day,
posting
man. One
about
day.
this big event on the social media pages, and I've been noticing some people just like saying, "Oh,
Aaron,
kickers,
he's
keep
freeze-framed.
kickers. They sold out. They only make stuff for." They don't even do their own like designs. But when you see this, does it bother you a lot to hear your like brainchild talk about like that? And does it ever cause you a lot of stress knowing that you really put a lot of work into it, and then to have like
We're not getting any audio from the back.
Should I stop talking?
He could be doing a lot worse.
Hold on a second.
Well, Exo went for the goal on that one. Like, do you mind people talking crap on kicker?
That's a good thing.
This is the best.
I like it.
Oh man.
That was a fantastic question too, by the way, Bruce. I like it.
What's going on?
I don't know, man.
They've created this circle of
Definitely
doom.
first
I love
live for
love
Exo.
what they've done, but something's not right.
They didn't realize the headphone issue.
Something's definitely not right.
The first 4 hours were excellent.
I can't. I'm dying. I'm dying.
So,
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, they gotta move that stuff.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
well, oh, geez. It's like a bad Pink Floyd video.
And they got him all zoomed in too. Like he is the main show. Like on your 50-inch, 70-inch TV, he is taking up most of it. Just Exo's face.
Fernando, drop a bit.
And then Kicker's like down here,
Oh, wait a minute.
and they're having
I hate
audio
how I'm the
problems.
biggest.
That's what's happening. They can't hear these guys because
you are
they're
the
trying to
biggest.
talk to each other too.
Say, okay,
Like
Mr.
all of them right here.
Yeah,
And they
you're-
can't
you're
hear any of
literally
these guys.
the
If only that translated into other areas of my life.
biggest. Well, listen, physically and size, at least you're probably close to Nando. At least.
I'm a good 5'2". No, I'm 5'7".
6'4".
Oh, man.
6'4".
I'm a
He-
short
he-
guy,
he's
man.
like 6'6".
I'm down with it,
Yeah, man.
but I hate hearing my own voice. This is no good.
Oh, man.
Where's
Uh-oh.
the best?
Oh,
Look at that. Look at it.
I
Who's
can't.
that?
It's Kip.
Yeah, Kip for president.
This show was great when they did the original
I
Unmasked.
was
It was unhinged, you know,
Getting your
scripted
audio.
Yeah.
for the first 4 hours, and
Oh,
then
man.
the last
Almost
hour
there.
was just
Go through the setup mode.
insane.
Dean and Fernando, why don't you guys?
And it was the beginning.
Give your
It was the
feedback and
beginning
ask
of what
questions.
we
Maybe
do
they
now
can hear it.
with everything. It was great.
Can
It
you
was
hear
great.
it? I don't know if everybody can
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Kip's by himself
Kip,
because
you're not doing your thing, bro.
they had to just
All
talk
right,
to him, not everybody.
For me, actually, that was pretty cool about the.
So, all right, guys, it's been real. I had a great time. I'll see you on the next one. EXO. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
And he swears.
Okay. Okay. So back to your question, EXO. You were asking them about
can't.
does the stuff
can't.
like that bother them? So the whole reason why I did the documentary was to address all those issues. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that, but it was to go in and show.
See, his audio's all.
Now he's me.
There was definitely some speed bumps on the first Unmasked. Not gonna lie, but it was great. It was great. It was uncut. Greatness.
Oh, now we're unmuted.
Okay, we're back. Unmuted.
All right.
If
So
you
anyway,
ever get a chance, just
I know.
watch it from the beginning to end. Just skip about an hour in though, or at least a half an hour.
I feel like they could just do what we're doing. Do what we do.
If they just mute themselves, I'm sure we can have a great show without them.
Somebody send Kip the link.
No one's commenting. They're just watching this because this is great.
If they just mute themselves, I'm sure we can have
We get to relive it.
No one will be watching
Groundhog
this
Day.
in 2 years. I swear. No, no one.
Dean, I think your explanation there was great, and I kind of felt the same way when Rob and I visited Kicker. It was it's a whole nother experience when you're there and you get to see everything and see what goes on. You see all the involvement of the workers, the dedication.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Let me scroll down here. Kept going, and then oh wait, we got a little bit of Rob action there. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh no. Up. Steve Barber.
Third, fourth, etc. Travis and Steve, you guys
Travis
were
and
under
Steve.
NDA, and you couldn't talk about this project up until now, could you?
3.5 years.
Man, even they look different now. Damn. 2
So do you have
years.
a question for Steve or John or Ken?
Steve does.
I got a question. So during the design of the Solo X, was there a certain part that gave you guys fits or anything that seemed like it was going to be a major problem that you had to overcome through the 3 years of development?
That's a good question. Let's take that one to Steve. So what Steve's asking, Steve, ask Steve. I'm listening to directions and trying to follow. Okay, what he's asking is in the development of the Solo X, was
Yeah,
there
this
a
is where
problem
Kip
or an issue that we encountered
had to
that was
translate
really difficult
everything
to
they were
overcome?
saying to
Or
everybody
maybe felt
else
like
in
we
the
couldn't?
studio.
I think the design goals that we set were pretty high. And so, although, we've done projects like this before, to get the performance that we wanted, we set our goal high. And so, yeah, that was a challenge.
But we did it.
Yeah, we're virtually there.
Yep.
Steve is cool. He's calm under pressure. Definitely. Definitely.
Who else got a question?
So, anything else?
Well, I remember when we started this project. Basically,
That's Travis
we were,
talking there.
Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me.
I want to find the part with Rob in it. Let's see. Come on. There's Travis again. There we go. There's your boy. I think it's coming up here. I wish I could go like 15 seconds ahead or 10 seconds here. Can I do that? No.
Oh, geez.
Is that the right answer?
Yeah, I think that's the perfect answer. I think that's exactly what everybody was wanting to hear. So, damn.
He needed a mic to drop.
Come on,
He should have
25.
dropped the mic.
Vega, you're up to the
talked
plate.
about this from the beginning with all of you guys about what we're looking to do, and what's pretty amazing
I thought he was
is
saying
by doing what we're doing is you're going to get basically twice the performance capability.
They were
of the
just
old
cycling
Solo.
through like the Power Rangers there. Oh wait, there we go. Got anything here from
Up
Rob?
top, I'm
There we
running
go.
a 2-inch and a tweeter with a passive in between, and it worked just fine like that.
Robert's currently running a key where he's using a 6-inch and a mid and a tweet with a
I
passive,
think,
and
yeah,
he
he's
says it
got the
works
tabers.
fantastic.
Yeah, those are the
we do it
tabers.
that way. They do work really nice if you have a pass in between.
And he has them plugged into his phone there
That's
instead
where
of
these are going
Bluetooth.
great, too.
I'm going to challenge John here for a second. Make us think. So here's a question. Think of
I know. I really think it would be awesome if they would do that again. But honestly, it's hard to relive the past, man. It was a moment that, we didn't think anything was going to happen the way it did, and it just kind of unraveled into what it is today, man. Oh, look at that. That's a rare shot. I didn't even realize. Steve Irby holding the L7X.
Remember what we did on the old
Screenshot that.
L7X? I don't think that we had a
That's a good one.
piece of that.
I don't think we did. I don't recall it.
I don't think I've ever seen him holding one in person.
2003.
That's awesome.
We talked about, putting a little.
That's what that I rewatch some of these shows time to time. They'll be playing in the background. I walk away and I glimpse over and I'm like, man.
The LX or the 7X,
these moments in
they
history
will not
were
mount
just
the
they were amazing, man. Just little gems like that you see. It's
Steve, the basket.
It's worth to rewatch. I know like one or two of you that missed the show will rewatch this. It was great. Let's see here. Where's the end?
Absolutely at first, but I think it's just the first.
It's the first.
Here's the very end.
There's going to be more to come.
Oh, you hear that? He said it was the first, and there'll be more to come.
Next time we'll be able to see you guys. That would be nice. We're not seeing a lot right now, but I want to thank Kip especially for really spearheading this thing, taking the reins and running with it, and then, my gosh, we've got a whole crew of people behind this that have made this happen, and Jesse's just waving at me all the time.
It's live, Steve. Just roll with it.
It's good to see you, Jess.
There you go, Baba.
Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you all have a good night.
We couldn't end it on a better note than that. So with that, we're going to say goodnight. We'll give you a chance to say goodnight to the whole crowd, and then we'll shut her down.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for having me. It was great.
There you go.
Thank you.
Kip, you can finally sleep and start returning Dean's calls.
I'll do that. Thanks, everyone. We had a pleasure. Thanks, everyone out there that tuned in and watched. Again, this production was brought to you from all the guys and gals here at Stillwater Designs, located in Stillwater, Oklahoma, the heartland of America. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Have a good one.
Have a good night, guys. Later.
And that is 100 episodes in the books. That was the very first one, and 100 tonight, man. God. And I figured that was a good way to, just talk about the, 100 episodes, man, with all the guests they had on, starting with, like Ernie said, some very bad lighting. Just A to Z, man, and it's just cool to reminisce over the past, over the memories, and it's been 100 episodes for them, and I God, again, I say it over and over, if it wasn't for them. When was this one broadcast? If you actually look at the thumbnail, you can see on this video, this thumbnail has the date of that show, so check it out. I think it's October 23rd or 20th, 2020. On a Tuesday. Yeah, I'm sure all those guys will be getting L7Xs. It's all set. I know, Deviant, it's flying up, man. We got 250 subs in like what, a month? Not even. It went up pretty high, pretty fast. Thank you for keeping track, man. Thank you. I want to try to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. I think it's doable. I just have to try a little harder on the video content wise, and I mean, with the L7X coming out, I just need to have more things that I really, really want to test, just because. So I put energy into it, energy behind it. I don't want it to be like, oh, I got to do another video. I don't ever want it to be like that. Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, it's been an hour and some change. I appreciate you guys watching. We will be live here Friday, of course. And then Tuesday, Kicking with Andy. If you're just watching this now or you're rewatching it after, thank you guys for watching to the end. I love you guys so much. And, man, it's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah, next Tuesday, Kicking with Andy, I got a good topic about, pretty much I'm going to go with resistive loads versus what you actually see in your system, in your car. And I think that'll be a good topic. And, just people always say, oh, you'll never see that power. I know a way you can. And we're going to talk about that maybe. We'll see. It'll be fun. Appreciate you guys so much. Make it rain. Hit the like. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And, yeah, we got to do the outro. We got to. We got to do it. We didn't even do the intro. That was the first time we didn't do an intro. Felt weird. Not going to lie. Love you guys. I will see you Friday. Stay living loud. Close enough, Ernie. Close enough. Thank you, William. Thank you. Time to dance. It is time to dance. $20 super chat. Andy and Peeps, have a great rest of the week. Thank you, David, and thank you for your super chat and always tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, William. You heard Ernie first. You heard him first. Bubba coming in early with a $20 super chat. Our man Fuego extends a warm thank you to all our peeps who reached out and expressed support for his recovery. This community is awesome, and man, nail on the head. This community is stronger than any other that I've ever seen, and I've been in some car communities, okay? This is crazy what we do, what you guys do, and Bubba, you are definitely one of the cornerstone pieces of this community. Thank you so much, man. Love you, dude. Appreciate you guys. Cornut trying to get that Caboose ticket. He says good night, but Kibo coming in with $1.99 and says, I say good day. Peace out, fam. And Deviant steals it. God darn it. Steals it. I'll see you guys later.